Okay guys, so right now as we have mentioned, so I want you to try to structure your story, like try to put it into a structure starting from the beginning, then as we said, the complication or the problem, then we have the solution. Okay, and the solution tells you a message. As you said, in this business, you don't only sell, you educate, for example. Okay, so you try to add the message at the end, and you try in the beginning just catchy, like you try to catch through some anecdotes, something that happened to you before, and you take it step by step. Okay, then after that, okay, I'm going to be mingling around you, or monitoring around you. Just feel free. If you have any question, you would like to know some vocabulary to use, you would like to know a certain expression or a certain idiom that would fit into a certain position, just ask me and feel free. We're just practicing together, okay? Alright, right now I want you to start writing your own first draft. And why I say first draft? Because writing is a process, guys. You don't write the best story from the first time. What do? You first write a draft, okay? What is a draft? It's the story, but in the first time, you try to put everything you want to put. Sometimes you put things that are not really fantastic, not really great, but you start writing, okay? We're going to do our first draft. Just take from 5 to 7 minutes. Feel free to write everything you want to say. Then we're going to have a look at it again, okay? As I told you, it's a workshop, it's a way of practice, and it just depends on time. By time, you improve it more, okay? Alright, that is really great. Right now, I want you, we have finished writing the first draft. I want you to start to stand up together, everybody, okay? And try to mingle, okay? What do I mean by that? I just want you, everybody, just get to know each other here, okay? And get to tell each other the stories. You here, what's your name? Yes, Bilal. Okay, so Bilal, you will come to Ahmed, tell him the story. Then, Ahmed, you will go to Sarah, tell her the story. I want you all tell each other the stories, and then we're going to have feedback. We're going to discuss together what are things that we can make it better in the stories. What are things that are wonderful that you can take and write into your own story as well. Okay, just feel free to learn from each other, and after 3 minutes, we're going to continue. I'm going to ask you about what vocabulary you learned from other stories, what things you can adapt from other stories to yours, and what things that you really recommend that we remove them from the other stories so it becomes better. Okay? We're going to learn from each other, so just feel free. Don't feel any kind of embarrassment. Feel free to tell your story. If you don't feel free to tell the story, let anybody else read it from the paper. So we're just learning, okay? Take your time. Perfect, guys. I really like the way you try to mingle around the class, and I absolutely like the way you made your feedback kind of sandwich. We say Salma here, she's saying, okay, what I liked is that he wrote the story and it was catchy, yet there is no message at the end, which is something she really recommended, it would have made it better. And then she also gives the best point about making the story following the directions, which is starting with the beginning, then you have the complication, then you have the end or the resolution. Okay, so I really like this way of telling the feedback, and I want you to keep it the same. Okay, right now let's together continue. I want you right now to sit down again, start writing the final, as you can say, the final copy or the final version of the story. Okay, feel free to write it. We'll have up to 5 minutes. Just make sure that that's the best copy that is going to be for this one. We may edit it again later. As I told you, writing is a process that never ends. Yet, we want to try to do our best, okay? Just feel free to ask me still about any idioms, any expressions that you would like to add into your writing, and I'm here around, okay? Good. Anybody has any questions? Yeah, that's great. Continue. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, guys, so I really enjoyed all these stories. So right now, let's go ahead. I want you to try to vote right now for the story that you think that's the best one. Which one? Yes, Salma's story. Okay, Salma story. Like, if anybody agrees that that's the best story, just raise your hand. Oh, 1, 2, 3. That's good. Okay, so 3 think that Salma's story is the best. Okay, what about Omar's story? Okay, like if anybody agrees that Omar's story is the best one, just raise your hand, guys. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 7, 8. Oh, 9 people think that Omar's story is wonderful. Okay, so right now we can listen to Omar's story and I will give you the feedback. Okay, Omar, can you come here and yes, that sounds great. Okay, you can go ahead. Okay, guys, so I really enjoyed Omar's story. First of all, I would like to hear from you. Like, what do you think of Omar's story? It was wonderful? Yes, that's good. Yeah, what else? Do you think, like, he followed the way we talks about? Not really? Yeah, so story writing or storytelling is not something really strict. Like, we can change it a little bit, right? Yeah, that's good. What else? Yes, it was wonderful because he also, he had kind of a sense of humor, right? Yes, exactly. Like, just have a sense of humor in case you think it is appropriate in telling your story. Just feel free, your audience and your people, and you just talk it together. Yes, what else? You think he could have made it better? How? Yes, exactly. He used, in some certain places, he used the present tense when he talks about something that happened in the past, right? For example, can you tell me? Yeah, the word dedicate. He said, I dedicate my work, and he should have said, yeah, I'm dedicated, or I dedicated, some time to work. Okay. Do you know any expressions we can use to say that he dedicated a lot of time to work on some project? Perfect. Yes, you can say I burned the midnight oil, right? So you can say, and I burned the midnight oil trying to work on this project to make sure that I get the best result, right? So this is an expression that people would like. Okay. All right. What else do you think? What else do you think is good? I think also he was able to tell the story in a nice way when he came here. That's one of the good things. And when you tell a story, you should be a little bit enthusiastic about it, right? Yes, that's good. Let me ask you, anybody has questions so far? Okay, so what we're going to do as just a kind of assessment, just in order to make sure that you guys, can tell more stories. When we will finish and everybody is okay, I want you, after we finish today, you have the deadline until tomorrow, you just record yourself or make a video like this one, telling the story that you have written and upload it on any of the platforms and send me the link, okay? I would like to see you speaking about your stories and make sure that you are incorporating the techniques that we learned today, okay? Sounds good? Okay guys, I really enjoyed talking to you today and I hope you have a great day. في رعاية الله. مع السلامة. Bye.